So this is cool, my little girl, I don't care.
Yeah.
And somebody in the comments, they was like saying something about my daughter, like, yo, that girl, she can't keep her hands on my way. And I was like, and I wrote in the comments, I was like, that girl is his 16-year-old beloved daughter. They can't. That's how I be saying. So I be coming like that and shit.
Oh, so you come from another account to get it from the side?
Yeah, I gotta come, gotta keep it fair. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got some rules, like, I don't take it personal. But,
Like that.
yeah, I'm like, what are you trying to ride on my baby girl? Yeah, but you can't get caught up in that, because that could be it. Right? That could be another little girl saying, it could be an old fat man saying, it could be an old, you just never know.
Yeah.
So why get caught up in that? Just join the party, have a good time.
So you was there firing back.
Have a good time. So when I wake up in the morning, I get up to the toilet, light one up, and smoke through my stuff. That's the first thing I do. I don't do nothing. I'm gonna tell them like this. You check it out last night. Sometimes I went until 2 hours.
You just touched down, just got home, and your friend trying to drag you out to one more spot like you don't got a curfew. Just to fuck up your friend free. What do you mean?
The other day,
You checked it?
I was with the shit. I wanted to go. My man checked me.
What do you mean?
I was in the mood. It was one of them nights. I'm like, come on, y'all. Get the trucks right. Totally get the car. Nah, it wasn't one of them nights, but it was actually, yeah. But that particular night, nah, like I got a good day. I got an open report, my PO and all that. I report, I do right, I work, I don't get high, I'm saying, in my system, so I do what I'm supposed to do. I would let her know travel plans, all that shit, so she knows what's going on.
That's great.
But then I haven't been, I didn't even meet it yet. And that shit happened. That first day they were trying to get, remember that first day I didn't leave. I did the game. I did a dinner in 2 clubs that same night.
Fresh on.
I'm fresh out.
Was that okay? Are you allowed to do that?
I went out there. My people looked like, you know what I'm saying? I'm already out here. I'm gonna go the game. That's all employment. That's all shit I had to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But look how I flipped the algorithm in that one day.
Yeah.
That's the whole shit, man. It's rollout. It really was my rollout because nobody gave me no rollout. So I roll my own self out. What is it about? What the hell I ever needed a rollout? I don't need rollout. I have to roll out.
I would imagine your team got you too, right? Like they're not trying to let you fuck up. Right? Like I would imagine your squad.
My team crazy.
What do you mean? Shit.
They want me in red form, good. They want the old people, but I'm like, I can't have that. Can't do it.
I think he's still there somewhere.
This ghost here, this ghost is lingering around. This ghost lingering around.
Then just check it or let it slide, let it just run away. Max speed. Need to know. Put him on.
No, 3.5. Max Bigger Valve, French Montana.
Oh,
Wow. Single video. Only if you let me. The hit record, the single. We selling out shows at Max B 140, Instagram. I'm all over.
Follow the algorithm at your own race.
I'm all over. $1 million bid before. Coming soon. Bang for your pup. Coming soon.
It is. Max speed, everybody.
Respect.
In this sound cartoon, this is the flu, norovirus, COVID-19, and all of this can be applied. Using Lysol
should affect the over-under. Now try saying player props 3 times fast. Player props, player props, player props. A little easier than I thought it was going to be. I don't know. Who betting in space? I'll be honest, I think the move's overrated. So back to my original thought. Oh my God.
New customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if you win.
My nigga Bethel flew in. Bethel don't come out. Listen, I'm not even joking. Sometimes I think he don't trust me. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes I really think this nigga don't trust me because I be like, yo, we know we out of issue in the past. We've been back together for like a half a decade now. I asked this nigga, yo, where you at? He be like, huh? Once you say, once you say, that means you don't really want niggas. Yeah, what you mean, well, that you are hurt. But look, Bethel flew in. You knew I was gonna be here. Some people know him as the Wave God. Some people know him as Max Biggerville. Some people know him as the leader of a cult that I can't even explain and I didn't know what was going to happen. Me, I know him as my nigga Charlie Rambo personally. Listen, you want to get a big up home, partners, we just eating and vibing. To my nigga Max, B. Max, what the fuck is up, bro? What's good, man?
Big Mel was good.
That day, you go back like 40 years.
Yo, you know what's crazy? It's old niggas. Yeah, every fly get money to a bowl nigga. It's cool, nigga. We old niggas. So
You got all the good niggas. So you can't get a ball.
exactly
Old niggas from out there, you know,
like that. Well, I was listening. He was on the phone probably a couple of years ago. This was still locked up. He was like, yo, I got some shit. Me with Bethany, I was in Bonitas. And I was like, Bonitas? You remember? Look at remember Bonitas is crazy. Bonitas is wild, man. Like, Bethany, I told the story a few times, right? And I don't even know if I told Bethany this shit, is that I remember when Max came to me, and to this day, I'm still mad about it. When he told me he started rapping, I was leaving the dairy kitchen on 143rd, and I was walking towards 42nd. He's on 42nd. He said, yo, Cam, some nigga going rapping there. Man, what? I know this nigga my whole life. Cam was on the other. He said, yo, Cam, man, you going rapping there? I'm like, so I started playing, bro. It's way too much. Way too much, bro. Like, yo, I'm dead serious, man. I'm telling you, I'm going to get this shit rocking. I said, well, yeah, what shit rocking? He said, Max Biggerville. Let's get this shit clicking like Charlie's heels.
and it walked up. And then, yeah, like a friend I was seeing, yo, listen to this shit.
Hey, yo, Phil, I swear to God, the nigga said, let's get this shit clicking like Charlie's heels. He says, nigga won't stop. He won't stop clicking, man.
I said, look, I'm on the run.
Yeah.
I'm on the run, G.
And I was like, yo, and then the way you took off after that, you know, and we gonna backtrack from a few things that I'm saying, but you don't know the slander, like when you got locked up and shit, you don't know the slander that I get. Can't motherfucker, let it go this way. Y'all be the same motherfucker. I don't go, no. I'm like, yo, I'm not, I ain't seen it, nigga. Yo, I ain't seen this nigga be playing this nigga, and they're not in jail all the time, man. This nigga, I ain't seen this shit was gonna happen. Niggas was ready to take my head off and love this shit. I mean, the drop. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's how it is. And I listen, bro, tell you, I missed out. I didn't see it because it was too much of my nigga and I didn't see the vision. And sometimes what it is, not people talking about you, you turn on the sun, and
Still kind of, you know, no, we ain't, like, look, go see, bro.
yeah, but listen, we moving right here now. We doing our
And I was just saying, like, that's how,
right.
even you acknowledge, like, still, like, damn, I got John, I got this nigga, I got Bell, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah,
Yeah.
I don't cut through it, my
Yeah,
bad.
you got nigga, we talking, but I'm sitting there, like I said, we gonna be back to a lot of this shit, but it's just like, when you see people, let me ask you a question, right? You're gonna go back a little further, but I wanna ask you a question. I don't know when you was locked up, you got to call a radio station to defuse the situation between Kanye and Wiz Khalifa. Because Kanye made his album Wait. Wiz Khalifa jumped in and said, who the fuck are you basically to name your album Wait? You stealing from Max and you locked up, And Kanye went, French gave me permission to use the Wait. Yeah, what do you say when you hear shit like that? Because you think about it, with us, even murder, we some arrogant niggas sometimes. Not even me. It's in the water. It's in the water, so you hear and shit like that. And you be like, damn, two of the biggest artists in this time is arguing about something that I created and I'm locked up. When you heard that, what did you feel about that?
We saw that shit on Willie Willie when they I was like, oh shit.
Right.
When they said the little name or whatever, they were talking about the day before. I was like, alright. But then when they went on that daytime TV, that's when you knew that shit had like some tracks.
Right.
And Willie Willie had that's home, that's six.
Right.
He just went into a whole little like 60-second segment on promo with this shit.
Right.
So we all saw that shit where I was at. We just came out like the box or whatever. We was like in a transition phase, but it was looking up. That was like one of the things that happened in the process when we saw. So that shit was like, it was real open. And we see that people like was that involved. And you know, I was like, damn, this shit changed. So that shit was dope. That shit was dope as hell, bro.
That's what it's about. So back to what I was saying, like, so a lot of people come from Canada, y'all from Harlem. You know me 20 years, they put me on. I'm like, I don't know you from rap. I'm not talking about you, just people in general. When did you figure out that you say, I'm talented, I can do music? Because I don't just consider you a rapper. Like, you can write R&B, you can publish, you can rap. I consider you an artist. I don't even like to put you in a genre and just rap. But when did you realize you had this talent? Did you always have it? Take this serious now. That's serious story.
I looked like around 18, 19 when I first went to jail and shit. That's like right after I left y'all and shit. So when I used to be writing, that's like the most pure shit that would ever come to me. You know what I'm saying? Then I could start seeing the shit. I started seeing what I was writing. So then it was like, oh, I tap into the imagination. You know what I'm saying? So I guess from that point on, you know, from elementary and being around y'all, we always check boxes on personality and character. So it's like, you know, I was really telling you what you said. You were like, yo, nigga, you got that shit talk. You always talking shit. So that shit like resonated all the way. You told that shit, you like 19, 18.
Right.
That shit resonated up to, you know what I'm saying? Watching y'all niggas do what y'all do. So I implemented that in me, and I just knew you know, as the more I go, the more I develop, I just realized I could do other shit. I could put myself out there in a plethora of ways, you know what I'm saying? So that was just one of my outlets, you know what I'm saying? So it was at that time it was early, but that was like the first thing I knew. But I was like, I can control this, right? This is some shit I can, you know what I'm saying? I want to get better, and I just want to get better. So even y'all know y'all found at that point where your craft was at that peak, right? You was like, yo, this shit really this is really what I love to do. So that was like that moment. So in prison at that time, that shit kept me like sane, bro. Because you had niggas coming in there with gold with the shit. They couldn't figure that shit out. And I seen niggas coming in with 2-3 months to start smearing shit on the wall. Niggas be bugging. You know what I'm saying? So that shit, like, God bless me, but that shit can keep me going. And as I kept open to the craft, other shit will open up in the process. The craft opened up a whole nother motherfucking Pandora's box to some whole other shit. So I just dive in my craft. I start with that one and everything else. It showed me everything. So that's kind of like,
what I'm saying? And he developed that way before I did, like a long time ago. He used to tell me, yeah, we gotta take some of the words out. I'm over it. I'm trying to clap, yeah. He ain't trying to be, disrespectful. He trying to go somewhere else. And we used to think about it like, I remember, we used to be like, oh, we got the Jakes because there be so many Queens niggas on Brooklyn niggas on Long Island, we take Staten Island and we have a lot of shit, a lot of brown mix, that fresh love, and everything else. Back home in the floodgates for all of us, to be honest, ain't nobody selling nickel. Yet, not in one out, niggas sold a nickel in the first album. Yeah. So he taught me that. But to me, when I first started paying close attention to what you're doing, you kind of already figured that out. I didn't know if that was part of your process when you just always wrote R&B as well, or you said, listen, I can't just rap, or I got this other talent. Was it just rapping all the time? You always had the whole package.
Nah, you always been, it's like a hard practice. You start off light, and then the basis what you start off like matched out. You just work on anything to this shit before you know it. So over the years, that's how I always practice to write a song, to listen to the, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning, I do beats from the music, just regular shit, regular everyday music. I would know beats up there, so I would write off them beats. This one I ain't had no radio or nothing. I was just using this, so this allowed me to really swing into the shit and hit it, get the count right. That's why the rhythm would be so good. That's why because like I go into it. So that's like, that's like I can't explain it. I always work on everything. It's even listening to the shit, even to the selection. What people won't like was too loud. I ain't talking about loud, like, how music, some music just be too loud, not the value.
I get you, sir.
It's just loud, it's going hard, like all that shit is all shiny. So that's kind of how I like train myself in the very beginning. So that's why it sound, I mean, so it's technical, but
that is what it is. That's your process. You got all the street buzz before you go to jail. Mixtapes is on fire. The streets is fucking lovely. And then you catch this case and go to jail. When you went to jail, being that you had the streets on that much fire, what was that like? Let's just say the first month, not just for you, inmates, seeing Max be in here with that situation as hot as it was on the streets.
I mean, it's love, but like I know all that shit get tired. I just want to chill and be treated like, you know what I'm saying? So, we lost that luxury. Niggas be whooped out. When you ain't trying to be talking about music, niggas want to rap for you. We ain't into none of that. So, right now, when you going through this new spot, on the rap, whatever, when you rap work from New York, Dolo, and I gotta go through the system. So I'm more straight Rambo time with this shit. Like, I don't wanna play, ain't no horse playing, we're not doing no chess, no cards. Shit is like folk that got convicted. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care about that shit right there. That shit ain't nothing. I'm trying to get shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of me, like where I be at with this shit. Like, I just say rock bottom. Let me sit down, but dust my shit off and get back up and get back on the fight. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like how I look at it. Good time for it. Like, that shit don't really excite me. I wouldn't skip back before $90 years, which is shit, let's just be regular. Right. And that's it. So I kind of like, I'm just like that time.
Because at the end of the day, what you said is right, because when you first get convicted, you get convicted to 75 joints, so you like, it ain't gonna be tomorrow.
You gonna have it.
Yeah.
You ain't trying to back.
Right.
Like, my fine. And it just so happened like I don't care where it's at, I can do it wherever. I don't need no tracks or nothing. And that shit is an automatic fine for me. It's an automatic piece. So that's why you see there's a connection there. I guess that's why people become connected to it. They can feel that I feel like what I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? So you know how this shit, man. It's some deep shit out here, boy. I'm glad we got to finally get the chance to sit down and really have a discussion like that because we really fuck up together. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I need a little over to tell you what's going on. Everybody put a lot of money. It's some old stuff.
Yeah, you know.
I got the little silver joint, popped out with the silver, you got the silver file, popped out like, yo, I'm like, yo, hold on this shit. Oh, you maybe double back, I think you had the blue joint, like, I'm like, yo, this thing get money out here. Yo, you see what I'm saying? Then you had the world, you can't get it 1,500. You was doing that all year, man, the world. I'm like, this nigga up, this shit. I'm like, yo, back to $1 million. Pulled out the new money at this time, the big face on it. I know this shit look fake as hell. I thought it was a Cuban coupon. But shit, you know, I gotta go back and say, man, he gave me a coupon. Look at this shit. Nah, man, but it's real money, man.
Style or substance. Somehow it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. We'll get a total value of over $11,500 on this Sierra 1500 model, traded in an eligible vehicle. That's 40% below MSRP.
I'm like, you sure, bitch? He like, hold it up. He scooped me right there, he like, hold it up, man, bro. He like, you see that little face, you see that little face? You don't see that shit, man, bro? It ain't no money, man, bro. I'm like, this nigga is. You know, straight big bro time, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, when nobody looked at that shit,
That shit got me through the first meeting, that little. So when I go back, if I could, like, when I give all my feet, I understand. I'm like, I was over there. When I get to see that, I'm like, yo, I'm asking the nigga, bring him. I'm like, yo, think I did too much. I think, yeah, please. I should have rapped. That's not, I think nigga did something like, you showed me, like, man, come on, man. But like, all right, man.
just like you said, though, listen, man, and it wasn't no social media at that time or whatever, but you know, you would do the DVDs, YouTube was throwing your pocket, and that's the one thing I always say about you. It's not just a rap. You don't know how to sell it. And when I say sell it, we ain't doing nothing to be ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you go watch a boxing match, and one nigga boring, and another nigga trying to engage you, and the motherfucking, we gotta sell the fight, man. You know, we fuck with each other. We gotta act like we don't fuck with each other. We trying to sell the tickets. You got that. All of us really got that shit, but you really got that shit off top to where you know how to sell it. This nigga's got something you can't rap. This nigga's got a rap you can't sell it. That's why I said you really got like go around package pause when it come to that, man. And now for real, man, I'm happy we listen. Yeah, that shit got to be shown because there's a lot of niggas who may be like, yo, we curving, nigga. And we might just miss out on opportunity, but our piece, I wouldn't even know that. Like, yo, the nigga gonna be ahead. Not back there talking about the day like, yo, we get money. But, so look, you get to this point, right, on Max, where you like, yo, it's a possibility you come home from off a certain point, like, word, what's that energy like when that's a possibility?
You gotta stay grounded. You can't get too excited.
You don't want to get excited,
I
right?
don't get excited. I don't want to start telling everybody I'm giving out my back like a motherfucker. Yo, mom. Yeah. So, when I had got the little brief or whatever, usually them shits when they get denied, they be like a shit flew around the prison like wildfire. So it was a big deal. So that was like the start of the process. That was like 2015, like the end of 13. I went like court for like a year. When I copped out, my shit, it was a 20. So I'm like, damn, I'm still have 9. Now I could be out getting try to go. You know what I'm saying? I got to. Well, I'll go ahead and shut it up, do this little 9, and just ride the shit out. So I just took the plea, boom, went back out to 9, and now so I could just switch it, get my mindset out that life shit. Got me out the prison, the big house, shit, somewhere where niggas got more of my time, man. Niggas is going home, so it's a different mindset. No matter what niggas ain't going home, that shit is bad on the nigga. You don't know what the fuck happened. You know what I'm saying? You might see a nigga get coffee every day, 2, 3 years. Next day, nigga might just run around and start stabbing these, and they face for no reason. No reason, no movie shit, no cap. That's how that shit be. So it's not every day, but that shit happens, bro. So, gotta be on point.
You saying, and listen, I can only imagine, bro. You basically saying that when you was at, it ain't no hope for nobody. And then when you get an inkling of like, this can happen, the whole jail looking for you. What's a real,
Nah, it ain't really good stuff. Right, it was just at that moment, right? Because of who I am, you know, it was different.
okay.
But the average nigga that gets some love, ain't no rules, like niggas don't have that nigga like fuck you, nigga.
Yeah, you going home and I'm
Yeah, so you look like you trying to get something back, fuck you, nigga. Like, that's the mentality right there.
Gotcha.
Now, it ain't in all the joints, it's just that's why. That's a different mindset, right? So that shit'll fuck some shit up and then they be working out, right? So you gotta like really stay on your shit.
So now what you told me, that like you got the movie already, nigga. What's that like? You gotta have me in these rooms, I gotta put me in this room and shit me at the table. I just gave Mason me in commercial. We got the Dorito joint, and then them niggas gotta go back on the field like they still play. So we shoot up on some young cams, young Predator, young Max, we still got it. Yeah, we go to the club and shit, we chill, we get it's tired of sleeping in the club. Like kids, shit, we tired, you know, that shit. That's a fact. You enjoy your every time you go shit, you look like it, you smoking yourself, nigga.
That just happened to me the other day. I was talking to Killer on the phone. I just fell asleep. I woke back up and I was doing the phone. I started sleep.
I knew you fell asleep. You fell asleep on the show. But I knew my earlier was on that night, so I was like, this is
Should have flashed
I was telling the nigga, I say, yo, let me call you back.
Nah, it was the battle like that.
Finished, man. I was knocked out.
you sleep by your mind, you know, look here, like, look, the sun outside, where's the showers? You know what the shit is with this nigga now? Is that you gotta give him time, so that day you talking about, right? After 30 minutes, I'm like, we gotta go here and shit. But sometimes I'll be late too, so I wasn't tripping. But Mason come later and be like, yo, niggas gotta be on time, yo. Gotta get shit organized around this shit. Well, you know, just showing up with a nigga for show up. But they wasn't. They be like, oh shit. I don't know. I can be late, but everybody else can't be late. And then niggas say, then the staff will say something to me, I'll be like, I can't say nothing about it, yo. Like, it's random.
Yeah.
So that nigga don't matter, y'all go to the crib. So much, right? Listen, the other day I seen you on come on from here. My nigga fell. He's hot. Stuff is on the truck. On the truck. He's on the line. He's on the line. that's how I get.
That's how I get.
I won't even part of anything that I do for you because nigga, you deserve what you're about to get. But I won't brag about what I get to this nigga, definitely.
Yeah.
So the other
Who
thing,
winning? Before you do it,
murder. You know what's crazy, Max? There's this nigga birthday a couple months ago. I was thinking like a little briefcase of money, all 20s and 7. I gave some matches, a few 50s. I said, man, at a match, I ain't go to the back. You bought some matches money. Filled the drink up. Nigga looked at me and said, yeah, happy birthday. Nigga said, thank you. He said, it's like some matches money. I said, yeah, it is. He said, okay. That's nice. I said, I was over that's why he up though, man. When we shoot the show, I've been getting away with murder because, no pun intended, his birthday will be not shooting. My birthday falls during the episode. You know, sometimes we on vacation, and this is his birthday. So I thought I made up with the shit with the briefcase, but obviously it wasn't enough. They said, yeah, this is nice. Shit, the match was oh shit. I knew what it was. So, we come home the other day. So what like this, I want to say that we just talked about how here that you might come home. When you hear that you definitely come home, what's that with you? Because I'm gonna keep on it. You, black, and I'm just being fucking totally honest. Y'all said you come home every year for 3 years. Yo, Jill, I gotta talk to the governor in church. Yo, once I speak to the mayor and express what got coming up, black folk in the next year. Yo, feed me this smoke, this person is gonna happen this year. So I'm telling you this, I'm trying to get shit lined up. So the man comes, come on, man. So when I told him this, I was like, yeah, Max been coming home every year for the last 4.5 years. I said, that's what he told me. Black told me this, that, and third. When you realize you really can come home, what was that feeling like? Because like you said, you get the modification, you say, okay, cool, set up for the 9. When you realize the days is getting counted down closer and closer, what's that like? I was supposed to be Saturday before you came home and say, yo, I'm feeling 10 boys, man. It's enough to know that. What about that? You finally got a release date. There's one thing saying you come home and then you get that release date. What was that?
It was like I said, you just gotta switch the mindset. So I knew I wasn't gonna be in here for the duration. So now let me try to preserve as much as I can. Let me see, I start trying to work out, keep my little shit healthy with exercise, just stay in the game. So that was kind of my mindset. I still was hungry. It wasn't like anything I had a deal left to. Still had to do a 9 ball. Right. That's after like 8 days, my shit got flipped. It's like I had a 9 ball. So I was still in prison mode, but it felt good. So you motherfuckers just had that excitement. Right. You had motherfuckers that been waiting this long. Right. So when I get released, niggas want to hear something, some type of, niggas want to hear that. So they, like you said, the shit don't stop. We selling it in there too.
gotta find out like, the little, little technicalities that may throw you off or whatever. Let me explain something, though. To all the rappers that's in this context, I don't give a fuck if the money was in the closet. Go in the closet, nigga, and rap. Or email or whatever to make sure this shit is clear. Oakley said, invite the chief before you get to the precinct, before they offer you McDonald's sodas and cheeses. God damn, man.
Invite the chief before you take off the McDonald's soda and cheeses. Jesus.
Sure. So T-Rex round you for 12,000. Shout out to T-Rex. Really blast you see about the fucking niggas in the pause and shout out to them. Then you might have had one little thing that people would listen, then that way back.
And when I did it for myself, which will remind me, I must remind you, and my dad brought Alabama, that was designed for.
Open the question. Get shit together, because if you live life like that, you will be having a different conversation. Check out now, say cool.
Yo, shout out my nigga old Solo. He got that ready to die face. This the only nigga with the password to his MySpace. Nigga, you dealing with the primates. Don't even see me town hall. I'm not your fucking eye straight. Y'all like when you stash the deposits if you taking people beds. But it's cool when he dead his ass and he shaking people's hands. Damn, Jersey. This the type of niggas in y'all cool? Well, he's from New Jersey. That's the type of shit you niggas do. Why ain't they a brain tool? Oh, Solo, he making a road laugh. You know what's funny? I slap the shit out your old ass. He on the ground looking back like enough's enough. Let's see the two niggas bring three after I fuck you up. I know your time. Oh, nigga, he buying many babies. Always fighting other niggas cause your girlfriend ain't chilling. His mama still iron his clothes. Want him to stay cool. Her neck so good that she could've done with that 18. Shout out my nigga Solo, he got some big dreams. He always out of town, he doing big things. I'm sorry, your performance with Chris, nigga, that shit ruined. But with the dance in me, this nigga be wearing 6 rings. Messy and short on wearing bitch. You tell you sweet bro, nigga, go to Spanish family, be on Solito. That was me, Joe. I'm not your T-bone. Yo, Pete dropping jewels, ain't killer. That whole rap don't bring me no joy. Come on with me, nigga, I'll sell it by the whole board. I'll show you a few chocolates on my way to church, or drop you a couple jams, nigga, on my way to church. Back out of this bitch.
You are overly generous. And every time you open up your mouth, you give away your ignorance. Somebody tell Matt, this is mine. And what Buffalo said when he left his kid, bye, son. This dumb nigga don't think he gay, cause he bi, son. So after his moms put up the GoFundMe, the cops set up a Go Find him. Quick question, don't get nervous. Are you accidentally stupid, or are you stupid on purpose? Cause we strapped buying groceries and at Sunday service. Never lacking when we out lurking. So go ahead with that shit. Cause we outside, mad kids, arms folded, and you done picked the wrong day to die to the wrong person. You know I'll be looking when I'll be smoking. If I peel for his head, it won't be ibuprofen. Each bar is a demonstration of skill. Cause you a name I've been waiting to kill. Shots fired in rapid succession. He eating a meal. I mean, if it's beef, you getting hit in the face. So watch who you grill. You put 2 K's in front of that seat. You know where I'm from? That's considered disrespectful to a G. So I got 2 K's out in front of where you be. And a dome shot I had you looking wide awake when you dead asleep. And that's a grave sight. But you won't realize till niggas standing around your grave site. And I won't play nice, cause this an easy body, great price.
Here's a good joke. A handwritten footnote you could quote. Cause you can't take this miles. You a clock on the hip. What's that? A waste of time. A fat bitch with no right booty cheek. What's that? He left behind. The brain holds knowledge. So when I put money on your books, Mac, you ain't going to college. You a top bunk punk. And your bitch is on meds. She faced all of our guys. Even gave Mr. Potato Head. Time.
Style or substance. Somehow it became one or the other.
They got the 1 minute.
There is
Miss Wingate, how are you? It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too.
When did you meet Max and what was it like?
So I met him probably like 10 years ago. I wrote him, and it was just kind of like after reading his case.
Right.
So after I read his case, I felt like something in me I had to write. I don't know, like I was like compelled to write him, like not on, I don't know, more like I wanted to give him some type of faith or hope. And I don't know, ever since I wrote him that first letter, we started talking, and then, you know, we got married in February.
Right.
And it's been hard. There's times like, you know, there was a lot of times where I didn't want to stick around, but it was worth it.
Tell me why. Why didn't you want to stick around?
Cause listen, people that are on the outside have problems, you know, already, that are not in jail. Imagine the problems like somebody incarcerated, you can't really work through them like how a normal person would. You know, like he can't call me when he wants to every time. So, you know, sometimes he'll like be in the hole or something like that, and I can't communicate with him. So, but yeah.
What made you not give up?
Just our bond was, even though, so we wrote a lot through handwritten letters, so I feel like that built our bond. And just like my faith, like I always knew he was gonna come home. So when I met him, he still had his 75 years. So yeah, so I already knew he was coming home. Like I get kind of emotional talking about it, but
That's okay.
yeah, but I knew he was coming home. I just didn't know when. And then
Is that because
Come on,
you
nigga.
was
Some food
expecting a
real
lot
quick,
to
man.
us? You felt he was coming home, or you knew that that he got a modification and he might come home, or you just felt in your heart?
no, like I felt it in like my spirit, like he was coming home. Like it was I don't think there was nothing on the table like
Gotcha.
at that time, like of him getting released. I just had that faith.
Right.
I don't know if because I was like, you know, a little bit younger and maybe like more, I don't know what it, like naive or whatever you call it, but at the time, or I'll still say now, like I felt it in my spirit, like I knew he was coming home, like I always did. So that's why I think I wrote him